Hello everyone. Today in Unit 10 we are going to talk about the grammar. Our grammar today is about present perfect passive. Do you know what's the meaning of a present perfect passive? Yes, مضارع تام مبني للمجهول. This is what we call it in Arabic. Here we have our objectives. To identify the sentences if they are active or passive properly, pupils use the rule of the present perfect passive correctly, then pupils can change the sentences from active into present perfect passive accurately. Before I move on to talk about the present perfect in passive form, let's revise talking about present passive tense in active form. We use this rule to talk about experiences and the results of actions. Look at these examples. She has done the work. They have played the match. Look at has done and have played. Done here, it is irregular verb. But played, it is regular verb. With she, we used has. With they, we use have. So we can say has for singular and have for plural. This is the present perfect tense in active form. And we can put this as a rule to follow. Subject plus has or have plus verb 3 plus object. If we want to talk about a present perfect active form in negative sentence, look at this sentence. She has not done the work yet. They have not played the match. So we form the negative form of a present perfect by using not with has and have. We can say hasn't or haven't. They are the same. So we can also here put a rule. Subject plus has not or hasn't or haven't plus verb 3 plus object plus complement. Look at these two examples here. Has she done the work yet? Have they played the match yet? Look at here, we have questions. So we can form the question by using has and have as a question article, and then we can use the subject, then the verb 3 and the complement of the sentence. Also here we can use a rule like has or have plus subject plus verb 3 plus object plus the complement. So this is the present perfect in active form. Now let's move on how we can change active sentences written in present perfect into present perfect passive. Present perfect passive. When we use the passive voice with a present perfect tense, we must use two participles together. Look at this. He has already finished the painting. Here we have participle, past participle of the verb. Look how we change the sentence. The painting has already been finished. Has been and finished. Look at been and finished. They are two participles. Active and passive voice. In active sentence, what subject does? So we concentrate on the subject. منركز على subject. In passive form, the focus is on the action. Here we are focusing on the action. It's not necessary to know who does the action. Look at the examples here. He has already finished the painting. He. So we know that he finished the action here. The painting has already been finished. Here I'm focusing on the action itself, the painting. What happened to the painting? It has already been finished. So here the colors, which means the green one for the subject, the blue one for present perfect, the red one, it is mean object. Look at these. In active sentence, we start the sentence with subject, has or have, plus verb 3, plus object. In passive form, you will take the object and put it instead of the subject. Then we are going to use has and have according to the subject here. Then been, then we have verb 3, plus by, plus the object. The object here, it means the subject of the sentence first. He has just finished a novel. A novel has just been finished by him. You can use by him or you cannot use it. Both of them are correct. If we want to write a summary here for the rule, here we have in active form we use subject, has or have, plus verb, plus object. In passive form we have object, has or have, plus been, plus verb 3, and the complement of the sentence. She has eaten 5 sandwiches. 5 sandwiches have been eaten. We don't know here. We are concentrating on the action, not who does the action. Now let's move on to talk about active and passive in negative form and the questions. Look at this active sentence. He has not written the letter yet. The letter has not been written yet. Also we have, here we use not with has. Also here we use not with has. So the same. But we change the places of subject and object. So it will be object, hasn't or haven't, been, verb 3, and the complement of the sentence. Any question? We use has or have in, as a question article. Has she done the work? Has the work been done? Here I'm not talking about her, I'm talking about the work. So we have has or have, object, been, verb 3, and the complement. Please, you can bring your grammar notebook and write the rules on your copybox. Okay? Now, you can bring your pupil's book and open page 105 in order to discuss what we have here. Grammar. People first used plants as medicine a long time ago. People still use them today. Plants have been used as medicine for a long time. For years, this plant has been used to treat a serious fever. The first sentence here, have been used, the plants, focusing on the action. Here, this plant has been used. Question number 2, or exercise 2. Read and find the correct endings. Write the letters. Here we have the beginning of the sentence. Here we have the ending of the sentence. So we are going to match them correctly. But first you have to read column 1 and column 2 in order to find out which sentence goes with the other. Many useful plants have been discovered. Where do you think the correct answer? Yes, C, in rainforest. So the first answer will be C. In recent years, many forests, what happened to many forests? Yes, they have been cut down. So A the second one. Unfortunately, some useful plants have been lost. Yes, E. Because of the forest have been cut down. For many years, a medicine from the poppy has been used to relieve pain. So F, this is the answer. A medicine for heart disease has been made, yes, from the bark of the willow tree. So this is B. Many people have been cured by medicines from plants. So this is the correct answer, D. So you can write the correct answers in your pupils book, page 105. Please pay attention to this exercise. Look at this new town. Ask and answer. Here we have the questions, but they are not complete. Here we have the answers, but they are written in short forms. What we are going to do here is to write the questions by using present perfect passive. Sometimes you are going to use how many, sometimes you are going to use why, sometimes we are going to use has and have. When we can do this, look at the first example. How many? How many? It should be followed by the object, then has or have, plus been, plus verb 3. This is the rule. If the question starts with why, we are going to use why, has or have, then the object, then been, then verb 3, and the complement. Here I wrote 2 examples. Number 2. How many new houses have been built? Hundreds of new houses have been built. Has the old castle been destroyed? No, the old castle hasn't been destroyed. You are not going to write a short form of the answers. You are going to write a full answer by using present perfect passive. So, I'm going to leave 4, 5, and 6 for you to write them in your grammar notebooks as a homework. Please do it and tell me about it. Now let's move on to your workbook, page 94, in order to continue talking about the present perfect passive rule. Exercise 1. Look at the pictures and answer the questions. Use the verbs in the box. Look at the first one. Here we have the verbs that you are going to use, but they are written in verb 1. So you have to change them all into verb 3. I'm going to explain the first one. This is the house. What has happened to the windows? So I'm asking about the windows. So here the object is the windows. We can say the windows or we can say they. They have been broken. So I used here present perfect passive form. Look at number 2. What has happened to the tree? Look at the tree. What has happened to the tree? Yes, the suitable verb here, cut down. So we can say like this. The tree has been cut down. The tree has been cut down. What has happened to the cakes? So I'm asking about the cakes. So we can say the cakes have been eaten. The cakes have been eaten. What has happened to the statue? Statue means timthal. What has happened to the statue? Look at the place of the statue. Yes, the statue has been stolen. What has happened to our dinner? Look at the dinner here. What happened to it? Our dinner has been burnt. What has happened to the apples? Yes, the apples have been picked. So you can write now the correct answers in your workbook. Now, listen carefully to this exercise. Write questions for the answers. Here we have the answers written in present perfect passive, and you are going to write questions in present perfect passive. Our question will depend on the answer. يعني راح نطلع على الجواب. 50 houses have been built. So I'm asking about what? About houses. So we can say how many houses. I'm asking by using present perfect passive. So we can say how many houses have been built, and question mark. So the question will be like this. Number 2. No, the car has not been mended yet. Because we have no, so the question article here, it should be has or have. أداة السؤال has or have. So the car here, we have the car, so the question article will be has. So we can say, has the car been mended yet? Look at the question here. Has the car been mended yet? How? This medicine has been used to treat fever. So I'm asking about this medicine. How does it work? So I can say, how has this medicine been used? How has this medicine been used? So this is the question here. Where? I'm asking about where. Where it's like what? Why? That we explained before. The plants have been found in the rainforest. So I'm asking about the plants. Where we can find it? The plants. So, where have the plants been found? This is the question. Yes, the patients have been cured by the doctor. So I'm asking about the patients. And look at the answer here. We have yes. So the question article should be has or have. Because we have patients, so I'm going to take have. Have the patients been cured by the doctor? Yes, they are. The last one. Yes, this child has been seen by the nurse. Because we have yes, I'm going to use has or have. And because we have child here, this is singular, so I'm going to use has. Has this child been seen by the nurse? Yes. So you can open your workbook, page 94, and do this exercise correctly. The last one, and count it as a homework. Do this by yourself. What changes have been made in your town recently? Write 3 sentences. Look at your town around you. What things that happened recently? Okay, and write sentences by using present perfect passive. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.